Welcome to the Math Krew, where we learn new things and grow in mathematics. I'm Miss Nisha, your math teacher. Let's get started. Today we're going to practice solving numerical expressions, and this is known as the order of operations. Our focus strategy is going to be GEMDAS. Some people call it GEMDAS, which stands for grouping symbols, exponents, multiplication or division, whichever comes first, and additional subtraction, whichever comes first from left to right. Or PEMDAS. PEMDAS is the exact same thing, except the G that stands for grouping symbols actually means P for parentheses. But it's the same order of operations. So you write your numerical expression down. And one thing to remember is that this numerical expression, it represents a value, an amount. So we're not going to have any random equal signs all throughout our calculations as we're working this out. What we're going to do is we're going to look at the strategy and make sure we're following the order of these operations. Keep in mind that we're going to multiply or divide, whichever comes first in the numerical expression. We do not always multiply first. We do not always add first. That is incorrect. We are following the order of these operations as they appear from left to right. Okay, that is the common misconception and error that most people make. Let's begin. We're going to write GEMDAS above our numerical expression. Let's do this every time we solve an expression, just so we can reference it as we work. So we have G. G stands for grouping symbols. Looking at this numerical expression, 2 open parentheses 30 minus 12 close parentheses times 34. Do we have any grouping symbols? Hopefully you said yes, we do. We have parentheses. So let's make a little wide V. And let's solve only what's in this grouping symbol. 30 minus 12. Any computation we're going to do off to the side, okay? That became a 2, they became 10. 10 minus 2 is 8. 2 minus 1 is 1, 18. Okay, so now we're going to put 18 here. We're going to leave it in parentheses. We're going to bring down the 2. We're going to bring down the multiplication sign, and we're going to bring down the 34. Notice I only solved one thing. Okay, I like to solve one thing at a time to eliminate simple mistakes, okay? So it's best to solve one operation at a time. Now repeat. Let's work left to right. Looking at GEMDAS, do we have any more grouping symbols? We have this 18 inside of our parentheses. This means to multiply 2 times 18. We're going to go off to the side for all of our computation. 2 times 8 is 16. 6 carry the 1. 2 times 1 is 2. Plus 1 is 3. Make our V. 2 times 8 was 36. And the rest of this expression, we're going to bring it down. Now, that leaves us with 36 times 34. We only have one last thing to do. We're done with our grouping symbols, no exponents. We have multiplication or division. We have multiplication. So let's do that. Our focus strategy right now with my students is area model. So that's the strategy I'm going to use to multiply. 36 in expanded form is 30 plus 6. 34 in expanded form is 30 plus 4. 30 times 30. 9, add 2 zeros. 900. 30 times 6. 6 times 3 is 18. Add a 0. 4 times 30 is 120. 4 times 6 is 24. I always make students write the equations in there. So that's a good practice. I didn't in this example due to time, but it's great to write each of your equations inside of each section to make sure you don't make simple mistakes. So right here, I would have written 30 times 30. Okay. All right, now I take these partial products. 900, 180, 120, 24, and I'm going to add them up. 4, 8 plus 2 is 10. 10 plus 2 is 12. 2 carry the 1. 9 plus 1 is 10. Plus 1 is 11. Plus 1 is 12. 1,224. So that is the value of this numerical expression. Notice I only have these little V's, and I have one every layer or every row. You do not want to do multiple things at a time because your value will be incorrect in the end. Most people make mistakes when they do that. It's about keeping the order. Okay, let's try another one. Okay, number 2. We have 50 minus open parentheses 3 times 4 close parentheses. Again, we're going to write GEMDAS before we begin. The G stands for grouping symbols, which are parentheses, brackets, and braces. Exponents, multiplication or division, addition or subtraction. In 5th grade, some people only have to learn the parentheses, so PEMDAS is fine. Now, let's begin. Going from left to right, what comes first? We have a subtraction symbol here, and we have grouping symbols, and we have a multiplication sign. Looking at this order, what should we do first? Hopefully you said G for the grouping symbols. If so, you were correct. We're going to take those parentheses and let's solve what's in them. 3 times 4 is 12. Now, bring down the rest of the numerical expression. Bring down the subtraction sign. Bring down 50. Repeat. Again, from left to right. Hey, do we have any more grouping symbols? No. Exponents? No. Multiplication or division? No. Addition or subtraction? Yes, we have subtraction. That's our final step. We're going to come out to the side for all computation. Again, all computation is on the side. Well, additional computation. All right, 10 minus 2 is 8. 4 minus 1 is 3. So the value of this numerical expression is 38. Good job. Now pause the video and try to solve this one independently. Okay. If you need more practice, just continue. Let's write. Number 3 is 2 times, open parentheses, 15 minus 4, close parentheses. Right. GEMDAS. You know what? I'm going to write PEMDAS for my friends who use the P. Okay, again, the P stands for parentheses. So we see here we have a multiplication sign, parentheses, and a subtraction symbol. What are we going to do first? Per the order. Hopefully you said the P is first. So that means that's what you're going to solve first in the numerical expression. Make your V. 15 minus 4, that's 11. But if you didn't know that mentally, come off to the side and solve it. Then you bring down the rest of the expression. 2 times 11. Make your V. 2 times 11 is 22. Great job. So hopefully today you saw whether you use GEMDAS or PEMDAS, the same rules apply. Okay, just the G for in GEMDAS stands for brackets and braces and the parentheses. Want to make sure that we solve one thing at a time, bring the entire expression down each time, and always reference back to the strategy. G, E, M, or D, whichever comes first. A or S, whichever comes first. All right. Catch y'all later in the crew.